So, hello guys, welcome to All Things Marva. Today I'm going to be preparing some Haitian food. It's called legume, white rice, and sauce pois. Sauce pois is a bean sort of stew that I'm going to be making with this black beans here. I'm going to add this into the boiling water. I'll let that boil for about an hour. Here is my meat. This is some ribs, stew beef, and I'm going to add some ham later on, but I want the ribs to cook down. And to get tender first before I add the ham in. And so I have already add all my seasonings. I already add all my seasonings to this. I will put the seasonings in the description. Okay, so I've added the black beans to the boiling water along with some salt. I'm gonna let this boil for about an hour until the peas get tender. Meat is now coming to a boil, and I'm going to allow this to boil for about 45 minutes. 35 to 45 minutes till it's tender. It's already seasoned, so I'm going to allow this to boil until it gets tender. To this, I'm going to add about 2 cups of water and allow that to continue to boil. Also to my meat, I'm going to add some shrimp that I have here when the meat is tender. Okay guys, so this is what I'm going to be using to make my legume. A legume is basically a bunch of vegetables in a pot together with some meat to bring to boil. And you're making sort of like a vegetable soup, but only one thing, it's not liquidy. And so I'm going to be using some cabbage, celery, eggplant, coyote, I can't remember the name of it, I think that's what it's named. Some sweet pepper, carrots, hot pepper, and of course you gotta have some thyme. Where's my thyme? Gotta have some thyme, fresh thyme, and then my watercress. Watercress is one of the main ingredients along with the cabbage. And so here we go. Stand by and wait. I'm cutting up my carrots. I said carrots, I meant cabbage. This is now my carrots and my celery that I chopped and placed aside separately. I also chopped my coyote along with my eggplant, cabbage. Listen, I'm saying coyote, but I'm not sure that's the name of it. I'm going to look it up. But this is my eggplant along with my cabbage. I'm going to allow this to boil for about 35 to 45 minutes. And when this already nice and tender, I'm going to blend it in my blender so that it can get soft. You want it to be a bit, not mushy, but you want it to get a bit, crushed. And then I'm going to add my celery and carrots. I didn't add my celery and carrots while it's boiling because I don't want my celery and carrots to get too tender and break up and get lost in this. And so I'm going to boil this for about 35-45 minutes until it's tender. And then I'll add my carrots. I have all burners going. I have my pea stew, my cabbage, eggplant over there, and my meat is steaming down. As soon as that's tender, I'm going to mix it along with the cabbage, and then this is going to be the legume. You would have this along with your white rice and sauce pois. I will take some pictures so that you can see the final dish. So my cabbage is coming to a boil, and then at the last final 15 minutes or so, I'm going to add my watercress. And then I'm going to add my celery and carrots. Stay tuned. My ribs has been cooking for about 35 minutes. I just added in some ham. Going to let this cook for another 20 minutes. Okay guys, this is my meat. Final stages of cooking. I added my sweet pepper. I added my carrots and my celery. Going to let that cook for about 10 minutes while I move over to my cabbage mixture. I'm going to put that in my blender and I'm going to grind it down, sort of crush it. Not to a paste, but you want to crush it so that you can now transfer that to the meat. And that is what you will call a legume, sort of a vegetable stew. Smells so good. Added my watercress to my meat. I'm going to let that steam down, get tender. Okay, so we're getting to the final stages. I just put my cabbage in on the blender. I'm going to blend this for a few minutes. And that will be it. I'm going to pour this mixture in the meat and just let it cook on low for about 15 to 20 minutes, and that should be complete. That's the final look. I'm going to now pour this into my meat. There you go, that's the final look. And so this is the final look. In Creole, you would call this sauce pois de riz blanc avec légumes. In English, this will be legume, which is like a veggie stew, white rice, and black bean. It is thick and delicious. Have some shrimp, carrots, cabbage, eggplants. Did I say ribs? Ham, white rice. I usually like my black bean on my rice. However, for the purpose of this video, put it on the side. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, All Things Marva, where I'll be coming to you continuously with some live cooking chat. Also, makeup tutorials. I tell you, I can't say that word for nothing. Don't forget to subscribe.